कोई पावर पॉइंट प्रेजेंटेशन अलाउड नहीं है, पेपर रीडिंग अलाउड नहीं है। अगर फिर भी कुछ बच्चों को कठिनाई आती है, देख के बोलते हैं, तो उसका नेगेटिव मार्किंग होगा, तो ये आप ध्यान रखें। चार्ट आप यूज कर सकते हैं, जो लैंग्वेज आप दोनों यूज कर सकते हैं, इंग्लिश और हिंदी, किसी भी भाषा में अपना प्रेजेंटेशन दे सकते हैं, ठीक है। जैसा कि सुबह बताया गया था कि स्कूल्स के अल्फाबेटिकली ऑर्डर में आपको बुलाएंगे। 2 स्कूल्स का कुछ इशू है, उनका फंक्शन है बाहर, और एक बिटिया की कोई सिस्टर की मैरिज, कोई बच्चा है उनकी सिस्टर की मैरिज है, तो उनको प्लीज पहले कर रहे हैं, उसके बाद स्कूल वाइज अल्फाबेटिकली प्रोसीड करेंगे। तो सबसे पहले विजडम वर्ल्ड स्कूल कुरुक्षेत्र से शगुन अपनी प्रेजेंटेशन यहां पर देंगे। और इनके बाद इसी स्कूल की गोरिका लखनपाल रेडी रहेंगी। शगुन के बाद गोरिका लखनपाल रेडी रहेंगी। शगुन,
Namaste everyone, I am Shagun, a student of 11th grade from Wisdom World School, Kurukshetra. India has come a long way. India has come a long way, my friends, right from inventing zero to bits and bytes. India has not only discovered philosophies, but also science and technology. We are grateful to the Indian founders of science and technology who made us a proud India that we are today. India at 75 must be grateful. Grateful to APJ Abdul Kalam, Ramanujan, Aryabhatta, C.V. Raman, Vikram Sarabhai, Archana Bhattacharya, and there is an unending list. Indian science and technology is a celebration of an unending quest to excel. It carries the fundamental urge of a human being to expand its horizon with expansion. The inventions which are done by many of the scientists did not go with their, like the inventions like the radio, the gramophone, the engines, the airplanes did not die with their inventors. I believe when India will be 100 years old, India will be new. New with the commitments, new with the confidence, and new with the change. No doubt, India will be leading the world, not only in the field of economy, but will also be a champion of science and technology. And there is no doubt how we are going to go through this development, how we are going to see this development. I'll be discussing it with the 5 agendas today. Like we'll be having agriculture, artificial intelligence, health sector, education, and business. So if I begin with the agriculture part, we know that more than 50% of our population is today engaged in agriculture. And we must know, you all will be glad to hear this, that with 11% share of the global agriculture production, we rank second in the whole world with the highest agriculture production. We are the leading producers of many commodities like cotton, dairy, and food grains. And let me remind you, there was once a time when we had to import wheat because of the shortage. But now, we are no more a taker, but a giver. Farmers have now come up with innovative and integrated farming methods. They are having different and modern equipments to make their lives easier. And if we see what is upcoming in the next 25 years, so that's AI. Yes, my dear friends, artificial intelligence can potentially change the way we see agriculture today. If agriculture is going to come into the field of agriculture, into our agriculture field, so how it is going to give immense benefits to the farmers, I'll discuss the points. So it will help but before I go to this, I want to tell you that artificial intelligence is not a technology that works independently. It works as a supplement to already implemented technologies. So if we are going to integrate, if India is going to integrate AI into the agriculture, it is going to see the following benefits. Like farmers will be able to analyze the market demand and see which crops they should sow so that they can have higher profits in the future. Even they can minimize their risk with the help of forecasting. They can predict if there are any diseases in the crops or if there are any weedicides, how they can remove them even. The optimal irrigation patterns can also be suggested. Harvesting can be automated and the best time for harvesting can also be predicted. So predictive analysis can be a real game changer. AI can also help in overcoming the problem of shortage of labor with the help of automation, driverless tractors, and smart irrigation as well. India has proved this thing that when it comes to AI or computers or programming, there's no one who can beat us. Beat Google, Microsoft, Amazon, Meta, Apple. Indians are leading. So let's move on to the next segment, that is artificial intelligence. And you all would be surprised to know this thing, that soon humans will have an AI life. By which I mean that there will be algorithms which will understand you better than you understand yourself. Like, we are already into this process. Like, when these kind of things are going to come, these algorithms will be, able to manipulate your desires, to predict your choices, and will be helping you in taking the decisions. And we are already into this process. Why I'm saying this? Because we trust Facebook to tell us what's new, Google Search to tell us what's true, Google Maps to tell us where to go, Amazon to tell us what to buy, and Netflix to tell us what to watch. So eventually, with a span of 10 to 20 years, these algorithms will become so strong that they will be able to predict and tell you like where you should work, what you should work, or where you should study, whom you can marry, or whom even you should vote for. So that's really fascinating and interesting as well. Now, taking you also to the next sector, that is health industry. So India at 75 has been doing a remarkable job. And why I'm saying this? Because India is marked as the top medical travel destination. India is a land which is known for the traditional and the modern medicines, like Ayurveda, which is the ancient medical science. And if I talk about the recent achievements of India in the health industry, it's as follows. Like recently we have discovered the treatment to AIDS. There has been a noteworthy improvement in the health indicators like life expectancy rate, maternal mortality rate. And smallpox, polio are completely gone because of the immense research with the help of science and technology. So based on this kind of foundation, we are looking for the next 25 years, next committed 25 years, and there's no doubt tomorrow's hospitals will rely heavily on robotics and automation. The physical work, the mental work which is done by doctors today will be done with the help of automation, with the help of hardwares and softwares. We'll be having target medicines for the diseases like cancer so that patients can be saved from the painful processes like chemotherapy. The number of vaccinations is definitely going to reduce. So this is all what we are looking in upcoming 25 years in the health sector. And now let's talk about education. So education is something through which you and I relate through schools. And we shall be entering into a world where entrepreneurship, skills are going to be the medical foundation. The National Education Policy, which has came recently, gives us an insight of the vision and mission on which India is working. Like project-based learning, critical thinking, then scientific temperament, interdisciplinary approach will be promoted. And all of this will lead to a significant growth in the science and technology field. And now taking you all to the business. So after the civilization of market in 1990s, the picture of Indian business has not only changed in context of global presence or turnovers. The biggest changes happened to the way we do business. It is all tech empowered, tech supervised, and committed to more innovations in the coming years. And the startups have gone from 700 in 2016-17 to 14,000 in 2020-21. And all this has been possible because of science and technology, of course. Automated vehicles are coming as the next generation vehicles. So in the last 75 years, institutions like IITs, AIIMS, NITs, ICMR, that is Indian Council of Medical Research, ICAR, that is Indian Council of Agricultural Research, NDRI, that is National Dairy Research Institute, CSIR, that is Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, has made India self-reliant and a self-confident India. And in the next 25 years, they are going to show a remarkable change in the context of innovative farming, a self-reliant India, inclusive business, affordable healthcare, and much more. So, my dear friends, we are India at 100, we are the future, and I just want to say, flap your wings, fly high, because sky is the limit. Thank you, everyone.
विजडम वर्ल्ड स्कूल की इस छात्रा ने बड़े ही सुंदर शब्दों में भविष्य के भारत की कल्पना की है। इसके बाद मैं इसी विद्यालय से गौरिका लखनपाल को आमंत्रित करूंगा कि वो अपना व्याख्यान यहाँ पर दें। गौरिका लखनपाल।
Namaste everyone. I'm Gaurika, a student of grade 8 from Wisdom World School, Kurukshetra. Vigyan, Sarvatra, Pujyate. Science and technology is worshipped everywhere. India, our motherland, who has been a Vishwa Guru in knowledge and intellect, has come a long way since 1947. And when we celebrate the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, we can see an India at 100 who shall be leading the world, a better world. How all this will happen? How will India grow and will lead the world in next 25 years is our agenda today. Now, let me take you to the colorful and confident landscape of Indian science and technology. We are the same people who started it with zero and the same who have a satellite and orbiter on the Mars. We are the same people who gave the world health sciences through Charak and Patanjali and now helping the world with reliable health and vaccine systems. The pie as well came from India, and India today leads the computer and IT systems. Modern India has a strong focus on science and technology, realizing that it is the key point for economic growth. India is among the topmost countries in the world in the field of scientific research, positioned as one of the top 5 nations in the field of science exploration. As India completes 75 years of its independence, it is time to introspect about the contribution of science and technology to national development. Several scientific and technological developments have touched the lives of common people in the past 7 decades. You know, there were many challenges faced by India in this journey of becoming a leader in science and technology. We had less funds, less skills, and less supportive world in 1947. But India embarked on this journey, and became a leader in science and technology. Then, the biggest achievement of India in science and technology is the Indian Space Research Organization, or we can say ISRO. India has launched total 343 satellites for 36 different countries as of February 2022. The upcoming projects of ISRO are the Earth Observation Satellite 2 and the Earth Observation Satellite 6. The most recent launch was the EOS-4, or we can say Earth Observation Satellite 4, which took place on 14th February, marking as the first launch of 2022. The use of EOS-4 will be that it will be capable of providing high-quality images in all weather conditions. It will be able to capture the images for agriculture, forestry, soil moisture, food mapping, and hydrology. Then, also in 2014, NASA and ISRO signed a partnership to collaborate on and launch NISAR. NISAR will be the first radar of its kind in space to systematically map Earth, and provide its pictures less than a centimeter across. Okay, and then one of the most prestigious projects of ISRO is the Mangalyaan, which made India the only nation to reach Mars in its first attempt. It also made India the only nation in Asia and 4th in the world to reach the surface of Mars. Then we have the Defense Research Development Organization, or we can say DRDO. It is the research and development wing of the Ministry of Defense. DRDO is pursued for self-reliance and successful indigenous developments. DRDO has a firm determination to make the nation progress in the field of scientific research, especially in military technologies. Then they come the most prestigious and most effective point of information and technology is the AI, artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence can be used for several purposes in future, like it can be used instead of humans, like hazardous jobs, and it will take the place of humans. It will be their 24/7 availability. Okay, and then it will take many hazardous jobs in future. It will take 24/7 availability, the repetitive jobs. Okay, and then we can assume some prospects of AI, like when we enter our house, the AI will itself, the home will itself sense our thoughts, our feelings, and provide us with the required technological help. Then we have the sustainable developments of India. The UN said that India has wonderful alignment on its SDGs. Sustainable goals of India. What are sustainable goals? Sustainable goals for each country are to improve the country's development and all. So our friends
Compose yourself.
It's okay. No problem. Yeah.
Whatever comes in your mind, you can speak, okay?
So my dear friends, here we are. We can see our country so in the future, not only one or two, but many sustainable developing points of our country will collaborating to improve our country's technology and all. So my dear friends, we can never leave our hopes, our commitments and our convictions. So let's tell the world that the next 25 years belong to India, India's science and technology. Thank you.
बहुत बढ़िया। कोई बच्चा अगर भूल जाए तो प्लीज घबराए ना, थोड़ा सा रुकें और जहां से याद आ रहा है वहां से कंटिन्यू करें, कोई बात नहीं, ठीक है ना। और दूसरा जो ऑडियंस है उनसे मेरा एक रिक्वेस्ट है कि प्लीज जिस समय कोई प्रेजेंटेशन चल रही है तो आप प्लीज बातचीत ना करें, क्योंकि वो असहज हो जाएंगे। दूसरा फिर उनकी जो प्रेजेंटेशन है वो भी प्रभावित हो सकती है। तो शांत भाव से सुने, अगर किसी का अर्जेंट कुछ टॉक है तो प्लीज चुपके से बाहर जाएं और बात करके फिर अंदर आए। इसके बाद राजकीय वरिष्ठ माध्यमिक विद्यालय अमीन, गवर्नमेंट सीनियर सेकेंडरी स्कूल अमीन कुरुक्षेत्र की छात्रा गजल को मैं यहां पर आमंत्रित करूंगा। और इनके बाद दिल्ली पब्लिक स्कूल कुरुक्षेत्र के विद्यार्थी रेडी रहेंगे। सबसे पहले एलिस, प्लीज आप आइए।
What is the name?
सीरियल नंबर क्या है इसमें?
सर इनका सीरियल नंबर है 20 है सर, 20 है।
थैंक यू।
नमस्कार महोदय, मैं सभी अतिथिगण, मैं मेरे प्यारे दोस्तों, मैं गजल आज आप सबके साथ अनुसंधान, आप सब जानते हैं अनुसंधान के बारे में कुछ, लेकिन कुछ मैं आपको पुरानी बातें, ये जो आने वाली स्थितियां रहेंगी हमारे भारत में, जिसके बारे में मैंने पढ़ा है या मेरे टीचर्स ने मुझे बताया, मैं उनके बारे में आपके साथ अपनी बातें साझा
बेटा
करूंगी।
एक मिनट रुकिए, कंटिन्यू करो।
और मुझे आशा है कि आप इसे ध्यान से भी सुनेंगे, और अगर मुझसे कोई भूल हो जाए तो नादान बच्चा समझ के माफ कर देना। तो आपको पता है कि किसी देश का विकास वहां के लोगों के विकास के साथ जुड़ा हुआ होता है। विकास के पथ पर कोई देश तभी आगे बढ़ सकता है जब उसकी आने वाली पीढ़ी के लिए सूचना और ज्ञान आधारित वातावरण बने और उस शिक्षा के स्तर पर शोध और अनुसंधान के पर्याप्त संसाधन उपलब्ध हों। पिछले वर्ष की आयोजित 106वीं भारतीय विज्ञान कांग्रेस में भविष्य का भारत विज्ञान एवं प्रौद्योगिकी विषय पर बोलते हुए प्रधानमंत्री जी ने जय जवान जय किसान जय विज्ञान के साथ जय अनुसंधान भी जोड़ दिया। उनका कहना था कि एक विज्ञान ही है जिसके माध्यम से भारत अपने वर्तमान को बदल रहा है और अपने भविष्य को भी सुरक्षित कर रहा है। परंतु अभी भी कुछ चुनौतियां ऐसी हैं, कुछ तथ्य ऐसे हैं जो इशारा करते हैं कि भारत आज वैज्ञानिक प्रतिस्पर्धा में कहां ठहरता है, कहां स्थिति है भारत की आज विश्व में। आखिर क्यों हमारा भारत चीन जापान जैसे देशों से पीछे है। आपने कभी इन चीजों पे दिमाग लगा के देखा होगा कि हमारे घर में जब हमारी मम्मियां होती हैं वो नई नई चीजें खोजने की जरूरत करती हैं अपने आप ही घर में, कभी वो अपने आप ही कभी कुछ बन जाती हैं, कभी कुछ बन जाती हैं। तो वो एक अनुसंधान है, वो एक रिसर्च है, वो अपने आप में ही एक ऐसी चीजें खोजने की शुरुआत कर देती हैं। तो अगर हमें एक देखना हो कि पिछले वर्ष अगर हम देखें तो उन्होंने 106वीं अनुसंधान में अनुसंधान भी जोड़ दिया, जय जवान जय किसान और जय विज्ञान के साथ। अगर आप पीछे नजर डालें तो नोबेल पुरस्कार एक विश्व प्रतिष्ठा प्राप्त विश्वसनीय पैमाना है। अगर ये दर्शाता है कि विज्ञान और शोध के क्षेत्र में किसी देश की क्या स्थिति है। हमारी स्थिति तो इस क्षेत्र में बिल्कुल शून्य है। अभी जो सर आए थे वो भी यूनिवर्सिटी में, इनके अलावा कितने टीचर्स ऐसे होंगे जो शोध करते होंगे, रिसर्च करते होंगे। हमारी यूनिवर्सिटी में, स्कूलों में कितने सारे टीचर्स हैं, लेकिन शोध और विज्ञान के बहुत कम टीचर्स पाए जाते हैं। क्यों है ये? क्योंकि हम इन चीजों पे ध्यान नहीं देते। हमारी नॉर्मल लाइफ में अगर हम देखें तो हम ज्यादा से ज्यादा बच्चे आर्ट्स ले लेते हैं, मेडिकल छोड़ देते हैं, नॉन मेडिकल सोचते हैं कि बहुत ज्यादा मुश्किल। अगर हम मुश्किल चीजों को लेंगे, जब हम मेहनत करेंगे तभी तो हम आगे बढ़ेंगे। हमारे स्कूल में टीचर्स की बहुत ज्यादा कमी है। नॉन मेडिकल के टीचर्स हैं ही नहीं। हम सोचते थे कि हम नॉन मेडिकल लेंगे, लेकिन इस वजह से, टीचर्स की कमी की वजह से हम नहीं ले पाए। क्यों नहीं है? क्योंकि बच्चे ही खुद इस चीज में पीछे रह जाते हैं कि हमें ये चीज करनी ही नहीं है। अगर हम करेंगे, शोध कार्य करने की शुरुआत करेंगे, इन चीजों के पीछे पड़ेंगे, तभी तो हम इन चीजों के लिए आगे बढ़ेंगे, ताकि हमारा देश आगे बढ़ सके। अब जब हम समझेंगे इस चीज को, एक एक बच्चा समझेगा, एक एक टीचर समझेगा, तभी तो हम शोध कार्य करेंगे, अनुसंधान करेंगे। तो ये बहुत सारी चुनौतियां हैं जिनके माध्यम से हमारा देश प्रगति के पहिए की तरफ से बहुत रुका हुआ है। हमें कुछ चुनौतियां ऐसी हैं जिनकी तरफ कदम उठाने चाहिए। जैसे कि अब हम देखते हैं कि महिलाओं को प्रोत्साहन बहुत कम मिलता है। अगर देखें तो कम से कम हमारी राजनीति में ही देख लेते हैं, सिर्फ 22% आरक्षण मिला हुआ है महिलाओं को। क्यों? बराबर मिलना चाहिए ना, 50% महिलाएं, 50% मर्द। क्यों हमें अलग अलग क्यों रखा गया है? तो वो इस चीज में भी बहुत सारी चुनौतियां ऐसी हैं कि लड़कियां नहीं पढ़ पाती हैं। उनके भी बहुत सारे वो होते हैं। घर में लड़की रहती है, वो अपने आप ही रिसर्च करना शुरू कर देती है, चाहे वो कोई छोटी चीज क्यों ना हो। तो हमें देखना होगा कि अब जैसे सरकार ने बहुत सारी स्कीमें चलाई हुई हैं, जम्मू कश्मीर आयोग ग्राम परियोजनाएं चलाई गई हैं, और महिलाओं के लिए भी बहुत सारी परियोजनाएं चलाई गई हैं। कंप्यूटर शक्ति को बढ़ावा देने के लिए राष्ट्रीय सुपर कंप्यूटर मिशन चलाया गया है, जिसमें आजकल हमारे स्कूल में भी बहुत सारे कंप्यूटिंग के लिए टीचर्स आते हैं जो हमें सिखाते हैं। तो इन चीजों के जरिए हमें बताया जाता है कि शोध क्या है, कैसे करते हैं और क्या इन चीजों में बदलाव किए जा सकते हैं। तो मैं आपसे निवेदन करूंगी, मुझे आशा है कि आप इन चीजों से कुछ सीखेंगे, अपने घर में भी शोध कार्य पर ध्यान देंगे। और मुझे पता है इनमें से कुछ बच्चे ऐसे होंगे जो जाकर रिसर्च करेंगे, गूगल पे जाके ये देखें कि रिसर्च होता क्या है, क्या कर सकते हैं हम, ऐसे कौन सी चीजें जिन पे हम रिसर्च कर सकते हैं। एक बार मेरी फ्रेंड ने मुझे बोला कि बहुत सारे वैज्ञानिक हैं जिन्होंने रिसर्च कर दिए, तो हम क्या खोजें। अगर आप मोबाइल चलाते हैं, ये किसी के दिमाग में सोचते हुए, डीप लर्निंग जैसे सर ने बताया, डीप लर्निंग से हुआ है। ये कोई बिना बात के तो ऐसे पता नहीं होगा किसी को कि फोन ऐसे होता है और ये ऐसे बन जाएगा। किसी ने सोचा होगा कि ऐसी चीज भी होती है, तो इसी चीज को डेवलप किया हुआ है। तो अब मैं इसी के साथ अपनी बात को खत्म करूंगी। थैंक यू।
बहुत बढ़िया। इन्होंने क्रिएटिविटी और जो दैनिक जीवन में छोटे छोटे शोध हम कर सकते हैं उनके बारे में जानकारी दी। और एक अच्छी बात जो लगी वो ये कि ऐसा लग रहा था कि जैसे इनका लेक्चर पहले से प्रिपेयर नहीं था, आज ही के एक्सपीरियंसेस को यूज करके ऑन द स्पॉट इन्होंने बोला, तो वो एक अच्छी चीज लगी। आगे बढ़ते हैं। दिल्ली पब्लिक स्कूल कुरुक्षेत्र से एलिस।
Science is a wonderful thing. If one cannot earn on it, at least we're living on it, my dear. I greet a very splendid afternoon to all the virtuous people congregated over here. Today, I, Alice, is holding the rostrum on the countenance of Delhi Public School, Kurukshetra. I would like to start that we have been in a discussion that what is science since long. But do we actually know the meaning of science? Do we actually know what is science? Science is nothing so firm. Science is just refinement of our everyday thinking. Science is just the congregation of our curiosity. It's just our ideas. If we correlate science and technology, then we can say that the science of today becomes the technology of tomorrow. The science which we preach, the science which we learn can be converted into the technology today and tomorrow. If we trace the path of science since few decades, then we can see a commendable evolution. We can see a number of results. We can see a number of evolution, my dear. But if we talk about today, where we are standing, as Sir has mentioned, we have been just forgetting about our past. We can commemorate it. We can just learn it back and we can get our everything back which we have been losing every day. If we talk about development caused by science and technology that the world has given us, then we cannot forget the contribution of India in it. If we trace the path of development, if we trace the path of changes made by India in this development, then we can just learn about the past because history repeats itself. We are definitely aware about this fact. So we can commemorate that there was a time when people still navigated on paper maps. Music was heard on CDs and photos were developed in labs. So we can see where we are standing today. We have just changed. All of these are in our pockets in the form of digital tools and most often in a lower cost tool. If we talk about India or the world, the whole world is preparing about leaders which can pave a way through the development, which can pave a way through the development of science in each and every country. And these, my dear friends, we call as scientists. Okay, what is a scientist? I don't think a scientist is a person who gives right answers. I think scientist is a person who asks right questions. He's the one who studies failures. He's the one who studies failures and go to their cures because science is something which never gives an answer to a problem without creating 10 more problems. If we talk about India, then India is among 48 top nations in this innovation, or we can say it is in the top 15 nations in information and communication technology, where we can proudly say that our India is leading the world and it can move more often. India is preparing new infrastructure, new skyscrapers, which can make a change in our way, which can pave a way to a better world, as we have been talking about artificial intelligence so long. So we can also say that India is also going to lead in this sector too. If we talk about the whole development, then I don't think development is just achieving something. It's not something related to awards, or you know what I'm saying? It's not just about awards. It's about the total aspect of society. It is moving forward with every aspect. For example, how to avoid climate disaster. With the development in all the universities, or we can say with the development in all the technology we are making, the thing that we need to control the climate disaster has to be the another level of urgency today. If we fail in this topic, then definitely it's going to be a bad consequence for our humanity. So we can not only see the glass half less, we can see glass half filled. There are a number of more opportunities which can be created, or there are a number of opportunities which can tell us how to control this. We can eliminate greenhouse emissions, definitely. More often, we can also create new industries which will tell us how we can eliminate these gas emissions and how we can create clean energy. How we can make all the resources available to the poor aspects of the society, to everybody, because we have to move forward with each and every aspect, not only the rich. And if we move towards the end, then definitely we're going to talk about that more of us are sitting here. We are interconnected to science in each and every way. More of us have been thinking about being a doctor, being an engineer, or being something. But have we thought about being a researcher? Have we thought about doing something innovative for the world, doing something innovative for our country, doing something innovative for ourselves even? Okay, have we ever thought it's not just about machines, it's not just about going to computer, but we can even think that the cure to cancer, the cure to AIDS is still not with us, and the world is desperately waiting for us. And we, being an Indian, or not even being an Indian, we, being humans, need to find the cure, and this, my friends, will be a great lead to the world. So I just want to end up by saying that science is not just a study. Science is not just something, a stream. I think science is a religion, my friends. Once Sir Isaac Newton said that what we know is a drop, but what we don't know is an ocean. So the ocean is to be flourished. Thank you for listening me carefully, and I wish all of you a better society, a better world with more orphan and more talent. Thank you.
बहुत ही बढ़िया, बड़े शांत भाव से इन्होंने अपनी बात रखी। अब दिल्ली पब्लिक स्कूल से ही परनीत को मैं आमंत्रित करूंगा और इनके बाद आरुषि इसी विद्यालय से रेडी रहेंगे।
Technology is not just a tool. It's a new voice that you can give to a learner. A very cheerful afternoon to everyone present here. I am Parneet Kaur from Delhi Public School. Technology is not just a tool, as I said in the beginning. Technology is something you can give to everyone. Everybody should know that what they are using, what they are doing. Technology is a part of life, and the one who knows technology can achieve everything. Technology, as we know that it's not just a word that can describe everything. One should know what to say and how to use the technology. In right hands, the technology we use will become the best part. But if the technology is in wrong hands, we cannot say that our world will become better. We are flying over many countries without any trouble. But have you ever think if we could fly and see our Earth from the space? Companies such as Virgin Galactic, SpaceX, and even Amazon's Blue Origin are doing something and will make this reality. We have created havoc on our Earth. And do you know that how many years we will survive on this Earth? So plans are there to colonize many planets, and no doubt Mars will be the first port of call. So, like artificial technology, artificial intelligence is everywhere. We have it in our machines, in our phones, and even we have it in our pockets as well. So artificial technology involves every time, what we do and what we don't. We have each and everything, and we are living in an era where we have to maintain social distancing and wear masks, and you even don't know that this will also be done by technology in some way. Like we would have air purifiers, and some companies are also inventing these kind of air purifiers, and we will have this in our masks as well. So I would say that we should also promote technology, but you have to know something, like you should know that how to promote this, but you should not know that how to do this, but you should have to be in right. Firstly, you should think about that and then you can do that. So I would end by saying that science is the world's best gift. But if you use in right way, it can be useful to our whole world. And we can also cure many diseases, like many things that we cannot expect from people. We can get those things in a very realistic way. Thank you.
बहुत बढ़िया. इनके बाद आरुषि फ्रॉम दिल्ली पब्लिक स्कूल कुरुक्षेत्र. इनके बाद आशीष रेडी रहेंगे इसी स्कूल से.
For this time, I am standing here, but there can also be a robot whom I give my speech and it will be delivered to you by a robot. Isn't it possible? It is. Good morning to one and all gathered here. Today I, Arushi, of class 8, is here to share a journey from nomads to space. Every year there are a lot of developments, but some of them got success, even some of them got failure. But according to me, both of them taught us a lesson. In ancient time, people used to travel all around the world for various reasons. For example, to feed their animals, for climatic conditions, etc. But now, we can change the temperature of a place by just one click. We can order the food of our choice by just one click. I would say now the world is just a click away. And I am sure in the coming 25 years, AI would help us to live in a world with self-driving cars, automatic homes and automatic cities. Isn't it possible? Yeah, it is. And we will live in a drone ecosystem. In the end, I would like to conclude by saying that the development of a country depends on its scientific development. Thank you for your collaboration.
आशीष फ्रॉम दिल्ली पब्लिक स्कूल. यस. इनके बाद प्रिया रेडी रहेंगी इसी स्कूल से, और उनके बाद गीता गर्ल्स सीनियर सेकेंडरी स्कूल के बच्चे रेडी रहेंगे.
Science may set limits to knowledge, but cannot set limits to imagination. Good morning to all present here. Today, ISEs from 8A is here to present a speech on topic Science in incoming 25 years. Science is everywhere, from a small plant to whole universe. Science has discovered many inventions and they are also helpful to us. Today, we do almost every work with the help of science and technology. Almost every technological and medical evolution has its roots on scientific paper. Some of the discoveries that will come up in future to surprise us is brain-reading robots, 3D printed bones, and lab-made dairy products. There are many things in our future and coming. As we all know, there are many flying cars invented in the present, but they are prototype and not for our usage. And I'm sure that in coming 25 years, it will be a common vehicle for all of us. This is an age of science, and the science of today is the technology of tomorrow. Thank you for all of you for listening my speech. Once again, thank you.